Do. Do. Do.
Jeez, this is pretty. So much jump off. Jeez, this is pretty. Well, first live stream ever. God. That's gonna be some scalping. I thought I'd kick it off. If you guys can hear my audio, please like say something in the chat so I just know it's all working. Well, I think it's working. Live stream ever. But yeah, I may also try and like add some some scalping. Bruh. I've been like doing quite a lot of scalping recently under the covers. I've been talking to Sammy a bit as well about some of the scalping, which I've been trying to do. I think it's working, and it's really difficult. But yeah, I may also try and like so yeah. But this looks like a pretty good setup, which I'll probably take. I've been like doing quite a lot of scalping recently under the covers. I've been talking to Sammy a bit as well.
I just go to start the volume.
I've been trying to do,
And then I need to.
and it's really difficult. But yeah, I may also try and like so yeah. But this looks like a pretty good setup, which I'll probably take. I've been like audio is echoing with a delay. Aha. I really don't know how any of this works. I've got OBS Studios here. Echoing. Okay, let me just try that. I think it's because... Oh, I know why. I had it in my background. That... Is that working now? Is that better? This is literally just gonna be like a testing stream. I'm not gonna like take this too seriously. Oh shit, right. This is a setup I want to take. Let's just hop on the live quickly and execute this shit. Live entry. I think my entry was more about here. And then I'll target this area here. This will be like break even level. There we go. Here comes the volume. Here comes the full. I'm gonna also add music and shit for this. I'm gonna add music to this stream and things like that, just to, because I don't think me on my own is gonna be. How do I even see how many people are watching? Oh, 4 people viewing. Come on. I need to make... No way. I do not go anywhere near that strategy anymore, I'm afraid. I swing trade now, mainly. So, that's what I look for. Um, I'm like a swing trader, but I also doing a bit of scalping on the side just for some fun. But like I will try and do live execution. So I think on MT5 you should be able to see like the execution there. Oh my thing's in the way, right there. So I'm not just like playing around. I am entering the position. My stop loss is not as good. My entry was not as good as I thought. But yeah, the entry should have been about there. But I was kind of like midway through streaming. This is gonna be the issue with live streaming shit, is that I'm gonna have to try and do both at the same time. Enter and then have TradingView open for the thing, for TPs and stuff like that. But yeah, God is good. Is that do you still trade LSD? Or you got something else going on? How do I add music to a stream? Let me go sources.
I'm gonna try and get that sorted.
But the reason behind this trade is because basically you can use an anchored VWAP, and I use, so like I go to the start of the session, which is 2:30 for my time, draw my volume profile. We reacted off this value of low value area, and we're holding above this VWAP. Well, not really anymore, but yeah, like, that's what I wanted to see. And then of course we were also trending bullish, so I was looking for buyers coming into the session. But yeah, I'm not really a scalper, so I'm not really like, I haven't really done a live stream or anything like that live before, so I'm not like a profitable scalper or anything. But I'm gonna do a bit on the side for fun, because I do enjoy just hopping on live streams, on webinars, and doing some stuff on live trading, etc. I don't really take it very seriously. Like I don't really, which kind of helps my psychology as well, because my focus is my swing trading, because that's what I stopped the strat. Anyways, I don't know, just so much time wasting around. I trade volume profile now, still learning that it's faster, less RR, but like higher. Yeah, volume profile is amazing. If you can use it, make sure you stick to like ES1 instead of US 100, for example. But yeah, that's what I'd say. It's a great way of trading. Volume profile, VWAP, things like that. Because volume is literally how the market moves. Volume is liquidity. People talk about where liquidity is. That is where the volume is. That is what you're looking for. So right now, we're at the POC, right? This is where the volume, this is where the liquidity is. So I know there's going to be money around this area. There's going to be money entering off the VWAP here. So that's what I meant to long. And then I don't really go for big targets as well. Like previous day high could be a place where I start taking some profit. I can go to these highs over here. This is all-time highs. So you got previous day highs here. Sorry. Previous day highs up here. And then this is like the session high as well. So yeah, like I'm sure price will get to the session high. I don't know, to be honest with you, if it's going to go to the all-time highs. But I will go break even at that point, and then start trading my stop loss maybe. Once I see some more pushing of volume here. I haven't really seen that push of volume, which I wanted to see, because we got immediately pushed back by sellers when we hit to the top of this range on the VWAP. But you can sort of see where the low volume at the moment is acting as sort of resistance here. And you've also got like levels of supply. You've got volume up here. So if I drag this back, then you can start to see more volume entering up here. But the other thing what you can do, which I also do, I haven't done it for this thing here, but the way I use volume, if you want to know good, God is good, that is that. So if you mark it out from 230 open, then you can get and then you right click on this and then you press you go settings, then you go extend right. That's an indicator which can tell you this will then move with price as the session progresses out, right? So, and what you could also start to do is what I done before is if you mark out so you can go to the previous day value areas as well. So at the moment we're trading above. We bought at like what I would call as like sort of discount in the market, which we were below the VWAP there. That's a good place to start, right? Every time we sort of get to this area below VWAP, we bounced off. Area below VWAP, we bounced off. Then we came down to test this value area low, and that's where I would say, okay, we reacted off the value area low. Sorry, we reacted off the low value in the market right here. What else do we have here? We have like a demand zone as well. It's quite a strong confidence to say, right, prices want to go higher. So that's sort of the trade idea right there. Oh, are you still in the chat? Sorry, I thought no one was in the chat. It's difficult to tell. Yeah, so swing trading is goated, I'd say, if you want to look into it. Like it's so much better I've seen than it's so much better than like scalping in my opinion. Because it's so much more predictable prices and on the higher time frames. That's just my opinion though. But yeah, that is just my opinion. But now we're starting to see sellers enter the market, so unless price doesn't hold here, then I'll get out for break even in this one. Because I'm seeing sellers step in right here. Mark out volume profile. If you draw it from 11:30 till should be 8. So we can see we're at the previous day's point of control as well as the session point of control. So you can just see that right there. They're both lining up. That's why we're seeing consolidation. But this is just such a consolidation is never what you want to get into when you enter a new trade. I'll tell you that one. Here we go. Finally, if sellers come back for the 4th time here and push prices down, we can't get out of this range, and I'll close the trade break even. Because yeah, it's not. We need to see the breakout. Now, what you can see here, if you're wondering why price is consolidating, is when we are at the value of the fair value, which is marked in the market, that's where buyers and sellers are agreeing on price. So when we see the POC like this, that means buyers and sellers are very happy to sell and buy prices at this point here. What we want to do is we want to see, you know, buyers not get happy with this price and see the pump up to the upside. So, you know, at the moment, we're seeing sellers continue to push it down whenever we start to get out of this range. And then what I'll look to do is when we get to these highs, I'll look for a reversing opportunity possibility if we start consolidating around it as well. So that'll be sort of the game plan for me for this sort of session, because we got quite strong highs here. We got some more highs there, and then once I'll enter this trade here. So again, buyers are pushing up prices again around the POC. We're around the previous session's POC as well. So we'll just have to see what happens here, but we need to see a strong close on this 1 minute chart, really. So that's good. It's a good close. And then just we need to break these highs here, and then we will be chilling to go to this level here. Just a waiting game. Again, sellers stepping in. It's a stronger 5 minute candle though. So there goes 5 minute candle ending in 5 seconds. So we're closing above these highs, which is a good sign. It's all just about reading price, and I do that through momentum, volume, etc. So yeah. I forget how fast these 1 minute charts move. Okay, so there. So I'm up £6 on my live capital here on this trade. So yeah, I trade a very small live account when I do this, but yeah, I just want to do some live trading. I know that most of the time There we go. Here come the buyers. Here come the buyers. Yeah. I think if we get a reaction here, we go stop loss to break even. Here we go. We go stop loss to break even right here. Oh, I took a trade on NQ as well, as ES, so that's sort of so my long position was here at the breakout, but I use ES as well to sort of analyze my charts. Right, we'll get probably another trade on here if we see some more volume into the market. Look to get in this one. See this 5-minute close. No, I see a reaction off these highs. So yeah, I'm not going to take that trade. And that's how you do it, really. So I'll take it. So look at the selling volume coming off these highs here. So you see when we break below this low, come back, then you look for a short. But I've closed my NQ position for some profit today if you go to history. So I managed to get a nice little scalp on NQ for a long. So yeah, it's pretty nice. So if we see sort of like anything like double tops here, so you break below this low, then a retest, things like that, we can look for long, short opportunities back to lows again. So quite nice. So we've got fair value below as well. The other thing that's quite important to notice here is this previous day value area high. So if we get this sort of thing, that's quite important to look at that. So we can mark that one out there. In fact, if we go to if you go into the so yeah, we mark out the weekly is 11 p.m. Sunday, so it'll be to 9:59 p.m. That's your like these are the value areas you want to draw out, and then you got the developing one, which is 11 p.m. to these are UK times. You got US times as well as here. So overnight, you're looking at 6 p.m. New York to 9:30 a.m. But UK time 11 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. UK time. So so that's sort of. So actually, if you take this one back. $230. Yeah, so that's that value area high which we've been looking at. This is where we are bouncing around at the moment. So now we're looking to long off previous value area high. So if we can long off this area, we've come to the top of the VWAP as well, which is nice to see. We just got to see what happens here because we see sellers step in at the highs. So I need to see. I can't make a decision yet. I cannot make a decision on price yet. Here we go. Buy momentum is stepping in. Okay. Well, I am long here. If we can get initial pump up to the highs, then that'll be ideal. This is where I expect like a sort of reversal. So this is where I've got to be careful with my trade, where I think what could happen. We should get a pump up to these highs here though, as we haven't got much volume up here as well. So this is just a simple, you know, break above the VWAP, retest the VWAP here, break above the previous value high, break above this level of support, resistance. Quite simple stuff, really. A little bit confused because I may put this long on here. If we can break above this high, then I'll probably go stop loss break even. So that'll be what I'll try and do. There we go. So a lot of buying volume coming into this. If we can bring up the MACD, you can see the amount of buying volume happening. NQ also just booming. You just look at that. Oof. Crazy stuff. Dip, dip, dip. Damn, these spreads on NQ crazy at the moment. I'm also going to have a look at some other markets whilst we're here, because that trade seems to be going pretty well. I'm in a few swing trades at the moment, but nothing crazy. Looks like we're having some... What's dollar saying right now? Dollar's struggling probably because of the S&P is quite divergent to it. Pound CAD missed that one. I'm just going to close one of the positions here because I've over-risked by accident. Thing is, my analysis has been correct on this trade. It's just my execution has been terrible because of the I should be trading really on a futures account, but because right now we got the reaction of the highs, exactly what I said would happen. So yeah, that's not amazing to be honest with you. Quite frustrating. It's just interesting to see the difference between US and the ES here, the indices versus the futures, CME. Because I was analysing this chart here, it's kind of screwed me over. But it should be fine. I think we're putting in like some sort of reversal pattern though. So I will get out for break even on this trade. Once we... I think, yeah, we're going to react off these highs. You can see here what I thought was kind of said, like, this is quite a strong level, which we're reacting off the previous day high. Sorry, yeah, previous day high, so a little bit cautious on that one. But we are seeing as a retest of this level here on the 5 minute. So now I'll just wait to see, like, what's sort of happening here. In terms of the 1 minute and see, like, you know, are we going to see buyers step in or not? Haven't quite hit TP, but this would be a break-even trade because he rats off the highs. So yeah, that's what I do need to do. The 75, it's just not. What can you see being created here? That's it, head and shoulders pattern, which is a sign of a reversal. So yeah, I will be trying to get out of this one for. Yeah, I'll close this one here. So that's just an unfortunate one based on some pretty human errors. Trading the wrong indice, which is very frustrating. But yeah, so head and shoulders getting created on the 1 min. But you are seeing bias participation step in right here on the 5 minute. So if you get a strong 5 minute close, I may still be interested. So like, for example, what would tell me to get long? Got a trend line here. If we can break this trend line to the upside, that would tell me a good reason to get long. So there we go, back in. So why am I back in this trade? Because I see a lot of buying coming off this level of support. And what else do we have? Why is this such a good level of support? Because we have we're at the top of the previous day value. So if buyers want to step in here, they're going to keep pushing prices up. And where do we see value now? At the highs. So this is like A+ sort of like trade right here, which is pretty high quality as well. So we have this level, should shoot straight past it, like it's doing here. So like the way I trade and scalp, I can't really backtest either. So, because it's so like, you know, adaptive to what I'm seeing in the markets. So you know that's why. We are starting, you can see like, this is a beautiful example in my opinion of exhaustion in the market. Quite a fast, you know, sell down, see buyers step in, but now we keep seeing buyers step into the market, and these like, you know, these bearish moves are getting shorter and shorter and shorter. You know, if we start to break this high and create this level here, I'll double my position because I can see that the buyers have stepped through. We strong close. Unfortunately, right here we are sort of reacting still off this level, but we need to just see some buyers step through again, and we should be all good. There we go. That's exactly what I want to see in the market. Beautiful. Exactly what I want to see. Perfect. Is this enough? I'll wait for 18 seconds and I'll buy some more. Oh, see, that's why you wait. But you can see the exhaustion coming through from the seller's volume decreasing as well. Oh, not a good candle at all. And we've gapped a bit lower. Just gotta wait for some more. Oh. So now this level, are we gonna hold it or are we gonna break to the low downside? I think it's over yet. Okay, now the trade is definitely over. Still waiting. Still need to see more confluence. Yeah, I think this trade here. Still holding the level. Still holding if you break well above it. Still waiting for that push of buyers to step through. See, that's a better. See, now we're creating some sort of reversal. And I do think I maybe in hindsight got in a bit too early at this level when we saw this break above. Probably should have waited for the close and we didn't get that. But you know, here we go. So buyers stepping through again. Can we see this strong close? Yeah. So that is our level. Strong, you see, reaction of this level's support turn to resistance. It's pretty nice. I'll wait for the close this time. Yeah, and that's enough confluence right there to say, let's buy some more. What? Just stuck in this matchstick moment. Like, it's quite tricky to trade this one. I think because we're retesting this level, I'm happy to add more to this position. If you get that 1 minute, strong 5-minute close here, it could be good. Could be good. Here we go. Buyers, buyers, buyers. Here we go. Now we're shooting off, which is the original play idea that I tried to. It just took a bit of time to sort of play out for me. But yeah, overall, I had to go silent there for some focus time. But But yeah, we should be okay now whilst we got this 5-minute buy coming through. It's pretty much all the sellers have chopped off the market. They're all coming through now, which is good to see. Take some risk off there.
can get push above here, bang, absolute perfect for me, I think, because if we break above this level of lower support, sorry, the resistance, I see this being to go and break new highs personally, but. I'm probably going to leave it there because I've been training for like an hour and a bit, and I think we're going into some low volume. So I'll personally just close all my positions here probably. I do think price will probably reach the highs though if you're in positions on longs. It seems like the most likely. But for me, I'm going to finish my my day there. Pretty well read though, I think, today. We got the trade above the highs here after sort of slow down of volume. It was quite nice at the highs, and then we managed to play the fade as well. First entry was up here, second entry was down here to target back to the highs. So but yeah, that's me done. Overall pretty happy, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. But thanks for watching the stream. Make sure you subscribe and like, and yeah, thank you.